Hello.
Hear me?
Yes. We will go ahead and let Coach make an opening statement for tonight's 90-71 win over the Washington Mystics, which was also Kurt's 100th career win as a head coach, and he is the 7th fastest to reach this milestone. Kurt, I'll open it up to you.
A good win for us tonight. Obviously, did a lot of good things defensively, keeping them under 40%. Tina scored a lot of points, but we made her take a lot of shots. And then the rebounding was incredible. We only gave up one offensive rebound the whole night. We got extra possessions. And Jazz got really hot, and we had stretches offensively that we were really good. So even a depleted Washington team and a night where they didn't have a ton of players, took care of business and did a lot of good things throughout the night. Obviously, in terms of that 100th win, what does that mean? I've been surrounded by incredible assistant coaches since I joined the league. And just fantastic players that are truly wired, process driven, and not results driven. Really have established a culture in Connecticut, and we've had a mantra of unintended consequences. And it doesn't matter about our injuries or opt-outs. We've stepped up in those moments and continued to win. So very blessed that I'm surrounded by great coaches, great people, and most importantly, an incredible group of players through the years is how you get to milestone victories. So really, really proud. Really proud of that 100th win.
Thank you, Kurt. We will go ahead and open it up to some questions. Doug, you can begin.
Hey, Kurt, Doug with Hearst. You talked yesterday about how you figured John Quell would need a little time to get back in the flow of things on offense. Just what were your impressions? I mean, it seemed like she was obviously pretty productive from the start.
Yeah, I mean, shot the ball really well, really active. Gets on both glass. She gives us a different weapon in transition. Really bringing the ball down, and it's just so versatile. Play inside and out. Our size certainly bothered them. Tina and TP, Teresa Plaisance are going to have to play a ton of minutes. So just trying to wear them down. But JJ, really good, first game back. We turned it over a ton. A little bit of that was, just offensively, getting used to each other again. We sped up at times offensively. We needed to have it slow down. So disappointed with the turnovers, but again, that's our Achilles heel. Other than that, really good tonight and led by JJ from the beginning.
Alexa.
Hi, Kurt. Congratulations on your 100th win. In terms of JJ, I have two questions about her. One, was her bringing down the ball more and learning how to just handle the ball better? Is that a concerted effort that you talked with her about to develop that aspect of her game going into the season, especially with AT obviously being out? And then the second question is, she spoke to us before the game about how she just loves playing basketball so much that for her, even with all this craziness of the travel schedule, for her to just get on the court is what kind of keeps her going. It's just that joy that she gets from playing the game. So I'm just curious what you've seen from her, whether or not this weekend or just in general with her bringing that joy to the game every day.
Yeah, let's address that first. She just is such a positive person, laid back, and just brings energy to all of us. You're always in a good mood when you're around JJ. So, and she's such a humble superstar. She is in MVP discussions. She went over and helped Bosnia do something they haven't done for a long time. And, it's just an incredible person and a humble superstar that people love to play with. Bringing the ball up the floor, that's, she's special. She's a unicorn at her size that can do that. Now, we didn't play out of actions as well as we'd like with her bringing it down. I don't think we always flowed necessarily the way we want to, but it's going to continue to get better, especially coming out of Olympic break. And, you know, she's such a weapon. And now you got additional ball handlers, you got additional actions. And you didn't see it as much in 2019 because our engine was Alyssa Thomas, and Alyssa would do that and push a lot, got a lot of defensive rebounds. But, you know, JJ has that green light, has the freedom. And I think it can bring a different dynamic coming out of transition into actions for us.
Thank you.
Jacqueline?
Hi, Kurt. Congrats on your 100th win tonight. Could you just talk a little bit about the ball handling and the ball movement from your front court? Bree Jones, JJ, and Dewana, they combined for 14 assists tonight. So just, can you please talk about that part of their game?
Yeah, again, Dewana Bonner's coming off Eastern Conference play of the week. And again, it's just, we're fortunate. These guys don't care about anything but winning. I tried to call a couple plays in timeouts for Dewana because she wasn't getting a lot of shot attempts. And she basically, stepped up in front of everyone and said, I'm perfectly fine facilitating. And she had 6 or 7 assists pretty early in the game. And she knew how they were playing. They knew the attention, the switching that was giving to her. And she was fine being a facilitator. I promise you that is not the case across this league with some of the superstars. If they weren't getting their shots, they would have a different attitude than DB showed to our team tonight. And, it's so refreshing. It's so refreshing to coach someone like that, because even I felt we weren't getting enough shots, and I wanted to get her more shots. And when I tried to do that, she immediately talked about her facilitating and how they were defending and switching and doing some things to her. And she was perfectly content. It's not the case with everyone in this league. And so it's so refreshing to coach someone like DB. So the assists were really high. John Quell, Bree Jones, they were bringing a lot of attention when they were getting low post catches. They were unselfish, getting the ball out of the low post. We made some mistakes. The congestion at times hurt us, and we turned it over, but they were also unselfish at times, especially when they were getting low post catches.
And your bench tonight, everyone got a chance to play. Could you just talk about some of the contributions you saw from your reserves tonight?
Yeah, Natisha played really well. Just gives us an added dimension shooting it. Kyla picks up off with her confidence, with all those extra minutes she got while JJ was gone. Still got 18 minutes in, shot a respectable percentage, got to double figures, got on the glass. So, continue to do that. And we just got to continue to find minutes. Beatrice and Steph Jones right around 10 minutes. And, we got to get Dejanay going again. A little bit, that's coach's decisions. We haven't played her in some of this stretch, and we got to get her going and keep her confidence up.
Thanks, Kurt.
Yep.
Ned?
Evening, Kurt. Congratulations on the 100th win. I take it the towel is because you got a Gatorade bath?
Yes, I didn't know if any of the players knew. It's weird. I coming from college, your postseason victories happen, and so I had someone tell me, that I had 109 games ago because we have 9 playoff wins. So, I didn't know if they knew, but was presented the game ball after the game, really appreciate it. And then just got crushed with water. So it's always a happy feeling. Again, to me, I said something to the ESPN announcers. No one challenges me more as a coach than Mike does. I respect him and believe he's the best coach in the league. And so playing in a milestone game personally for me, no better challenge than to go against Mike. And so an honor to compete against him. He makes you better. And I wouldn't want it any other way in a big game. First game back since Game 5 of the 2019 championship series here.
Last thing, would you speak to just the impact, all around impact John Quell has on the team? In particular, I mean, just opening things up for you guys tonight.
It's her versatility, right? She creates space for Bree Jones. She gives you an added extra outside weapon that way. And then you can play role reversal. Then you still got to get low post touches for, JJ. When they rotate, it's hard to rotate a big towards Bree Jones because now you have to guard JJ with smalls and maybe a shot goes up and then it's hard to keep her off the glass. So we have something special brewing. We've got to take care of our Achilles heel and turnovers, but JJ is a really, really special player, and what truly special players do, they make others better on the floor, and JJ helps everyone be a little bit better on the floor.
Thanks, Kurt. Congrats.
Thank you.
Peter, you'll be the last question for Kurt.
Hi, Kurt. I was wondering if you could just speak to the confidence going forward from here and having Dewana be that facilitator on the court, not really shooting the ball as much, but also getting JJ back.
Yeah, again, we thought, this is going to take some time to get our rhythm back that we had. There's a confidence in this group. We let one slip at Minnesota back back earlier in the season when we had an 8-point lead, but we've played really, really well. And, I stepped away for a few games and, I feel really bad at times being away from the basketball family. I had a suspension and, we didn't get to the finish line in those games that I was away, but we've played really, really well and are really pleased, not satisfied. We know we have improvement to get better. We can't be results driven. We got to be process driven. We can be better, but we are really excited where we're at. And it's a good start to this stretch of 4 games in 7 days. Now we go play back to back in Indiana to finish up this 4 games in 7 days. And those 2 are both really big games. And we can take a huge step forward in our next game towards the Commissioner Cup in Indiana. That first game will be a huge game for that and really, really put us in the driver's seat to represent the East.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kurt. You're all set.
Thanks.
Okay, we can go ahead and open up some questions for Natisha. Jacqueline?
Hi, Natisha. I guess just first off, what was it like to have JJ back on the floor tonight?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. That's the answer. She does everything. So she like Kevin Durant to me. So just having her on the team is I'm so happy.
And for yourself, you played, I think it was around 22 minutes tonight, a little more than you have just over the course of the last couple of games. What was it like getting back out on the floor and, kind of really producing off the bench?
It felt good. When the team's doing really well as a whole, it just makes it easy to go out there and play and just my teammates just make it easy.
Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions for Natisha? Alexa?
Hey, Natisha, just in general with you guys being able to string together those 2 wins last week with JJ out, obviously a huge win tonight, and then going into the series at the Fever, where are you guys just mentally and with your confidence moving forward with the whole team kind of together again?
We had a little slump, so we just had like a regroup, and now I feel like we're just back on the right track, and we're just going to keep on getting better and try to get this momentum. Just keep it going.
Anyone else? All right, T, you're all set.
Thank you.
We'll go ahead and open up some questions for Jasmine Thomas. who led the team with 7 3-point field goals, setting a new career high. Her previous was 5, which she hit 2 other times in her career. And she was 1 away from tying the franchise record of 8, which Strick set back in 2018. So Alexa, you can go ahead and go first.
Hey, Jazz. What was working for you tonight? What kind of opportunities did you see for yourself as the game kind of went along, and what kind of helped explain your hot hand from deep?
I think kind of the same time as last game. You know, they do a great job at congesting in the paint and switching and make us think and, you know, kind of slow us down. The first time we played them, I also, you know, shot it well from the 3. I knew those opportunities were going to be there, and a credit to my teammates for just finding me and keeping me confident. And you know, I feel good taking those shots when they believe in me.
Thank you.
Charlotte?
Hey, Jazz, nice to see you. What was it like having JJ back out on the court, and how did that, I guess, kind of just change the way you guys were able to space things out a little bit?
It was fun. We love having JJ here. She's a huge part of what we do. You know, just her presence, her energy, you know, she's a great teammate. We love her as a person, not to mention, you know, how talented she is on the floor. It was just great to have her back, for sure.
Jacqueline?
Hey, Jazz, could you talk a little bit about just how the game plan changed tonight? Over the last couple of the games, the guards were really attacking the rim and playing that way. And tonight you guys were doing really well and kind of playing out in the backcourt. Could you just talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, we just, you know, take what the defense gives us. Every team in this league has a different defensive identity. And, you know, we just found the weakness in Washington's tonight, and that was, you know, getting it inside and playing out.
Cool, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions for Jasmine? Okay, we will go ahead and get started and open it up to some questions for JJ. This was her first game back with the Sun after competing overseas with Bosnia and their national team. Ned, you can go first.
Evening, Jonquel. Welcome back. Love the tie-dye.
How are you?
I'm good. Loving that tie-dye.
Thank you. Thank you.
How do you feel physically after traveling back by plane in a short period of time here?
Honestly, I felt good. I don't know what it was. Maybe I just timed it up right, but I slept pretty good the last 2 nights. So just a little bit of soreness, not because of tiredness, but just because I played so many games. So just, you know, my body just aching a little bit, but stuff that can be handled and fixed in, you know, just in treatment and stuff. So I'm not worried about it.
What can you tell me about the experience?
It was a great experience. Just a lot of games in a very short time, but a lot of pride, you know, from the countries and the people that were supporting the tournament. And it wasn't even at full capacity, but just so much support, so many people there just cheering their countries on. And I'm happy that we were able to win and qualify for the qualifiers at the World Cup.
Lastly, you wasted no time tonight announcing your return with that 3-pointer to start the game.
Yeah, man, just confidence. You know, I feel really confident with how I played over there and just how I started the season here. So yeah, just playing confidently.
Thanks, JJ.
No problem.
Alexa?
Hey, JJ. I know we talked before the game that there were some things that you were still kind of learning that Kurt had put into to the system that, you know, you hadn't played with while you were gone. How did you think things went, just chemistry wise, and knowing kind of how things are working out there? It looked good, but how did you feel once you were actually out on the court?
Chemistry wise, good, but play wise, not good. So I gotta watch some film between this game and our next game and just really get locked in on everything, because I don't want to start feeling like I finally get back in the rhythm again and learning the plays and then we go on break. So I got to try to speed it up a little bit just to kind of lock things down before we get on that Olympic break and, you know, before these next few games also.
Thank you.
Charlotte?
Hey, JJ, actually kind of on that, I know you say you have some catching up to do, but what did you see actually playing with your teammates, kind of the strides that they made over the time you were away, or just, I don't know if there was anything you noticed particularly?
Yeah, just different ways to get Breezy the ball. Some different things that we're doing in transition. Just different looks and ways that they found that they've been comfortable playing when I wasn't there, and things that can still help us be successful and that we implement from the time when I wasn't there and we bring it into this time now. So just small adjustments that make big differences, and finding ways to get Breezy and DB better touches in transition, I think would be the biggest thing.
Doug?
Hey, John Qual, Doug with Hearst. Who orchestrated the celebration for Kurt? And just what was that like? He seemed to obviously appreciate it, but he also seemed to catch him off guard a little bit.
Yeah, once I heard that it was his 100, I just went to the thing to grab a water out. But T was kind of already ready with her, so I would say a little bit of me, a little bit of her. But I'm happy that we were able to do it for him because it's a big thing and it's a huge accomplishment. So I'm excited to be able to share that with him.
Who else was it? You said Natisha or?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Peter, you'll be the last question for JJ.
Hi, JJ. Kurt and Jazz have talked about just the energy that you bring and being back at practice and being back this week. What's that mean to you, knowing that you and your teammates and your coach have that much confidence in having you back?
It means a lot. I think it allows me to play confidently. It allows me just to go out there and just play my game. And yeah, it's been a long time with Kurt and Jazz, so I appreciate that they have confidence in me, and I feel the same way about them. I have a lot of confidence in what they do out there on the court and as a coach, and so it's mutual for sure.
And on that note, that concludes media avail for tonight. Everyone.